Clash soda, this in the steady plastic. Amateurs everywhere. If you've heard of any Clash fairway driver, you know the soda by name. So we found with this run that they're a little more stable, and I like that. They're a little bit more workable for the faster arm speeds than the stock run sodas that you might be accustomed to. So understable, -2, +2 on the fade, and that is true. So it's kind of this really unique feel of, okay, it flips, but it definitely hooks up at the end. It's not the slot that they just filled with the millet, which is a slot that they desperately needed, something that you could turn and that would just stay over the whole time and soft fade if at all. This one, you can get big turn out of it, but you can get big fade out of it, which is really, really nice. It makes it less of a utility driver for the faster arm speeds and makes it more control. You can grab it a little bit more often. It's definitely being swapped out in my bag for the stock run. And of course, the designs speak for themselves. Enjoy these throws from the soda. If you decide that you like them, you can pick them up. Link in the description below. All right, friends, have fun.
So with this disc, It is still relatively flippy for me, but at my arm speed, it does have a pretty decent amount of stability. So I like to use it for something like this shot. This is hole 8 at Lynchburg College. It's 315 and it ends up, it's basically straight from the tee pad here. But for me, I can't push a forehand that far. So my goal is to throw something like this. And if, as you saw in the field, 315 on Anheuser is actually exactly what I threw, I think. So I can get it there. It's going to be reliably flippy to keep over. And if I put it on the right angle, it should stay over and then flatten out to where it doesn't end up as a cut roller. The worst case scenario, and again, this hole is usually one for me because I can't forehand it out there, I'm aiming for a par. So worst case scenario, you're ending up in this flat area to the bottom, which is just a little pitch up the hill, take your par. That's fine. This is a bonus birdie for me on this course. All right.
I love that.
That's, I think, probably like 25 short or so, which means I get to miss that putt. Exactly the shot I wanted it to be. So I'm actually very excited about that. Yeah, so that's the birdie. We're gonna go ahead and send it over to Mikey for the big boy shot. And just come back here, come back.
All right, guys, my use case is hole 6. I don't know exactly why it is, to be honest. I haven't really thought about it. I just know this is the right disc for this hole. 366 uphill. It honestly does play more like 430. So I'm gonna put it out over, maybe over the trees to the middle. Let it turn right a little bit and fade back, and really, it goes so straight that I think it'll just be perfect. We'll see. We'll see. This is just my hunch. This may not even be the hole. I mean, it is. It's for sure the hole. Just gotta throw it good. Yeah. And fade. Yeah, so I threw it actually kind of bad, and it still worked out. Let's go putt it from very far away into the basket. Well, this was basically perfect for me. Turns out this is a par 4, so I'm gonna just finish this hole out. This worked out perfectly, so love the soda. Always will love the soda, and gonna give this one over to Josh. All right, today's coaching corner. I wanted to show off hole 7 here at Lynchburg College. The hole plays obviously significantly downhill and to the right. So I think the soda could be a really good play here, and let me tell you why. Because I want to be able to push something forward towards that big tree back there, so I don't actually want to start it out on Anheuser because it's going to start pushing right immediately if I do that. So I want something flippy that I can put out on Heiser and push forward first before it gets into its turn, so I get past this initial clump of trees on the right. So I think using something understable gets me towards that back wall, and then something flippy like this will get enough turn. Now, bonus for the soda is that it has that late hookup. So I won't continue turning. If I used like a mid-range here, I could probably get it there, but my only concern is that once it starts turning, it doesn't have that low speed fade that something a little bit faster has to ensure that it just doesn't continue going down the hill. Not that that's the biggest problem in the world, but it'd be pretty cool to park it and just have like a better play. So downhill, something slower, gets you nice forward push without taking up so much room because we're constrained here. Something flippy, so I get the forward push because I can put it on Heiser as it's before it goes into the turn. And then it's that nice in-between speed to get the hook up at the end versus something just as slow. I don't want to go as slow as I possibly can. That's the one. That nice hookup. So here we are. Ignore that one in front of you. But pretty decent shot. So just to show you where we're at from this perspective, we came from way, I'll let Mikey, oop.
I already showed them.
Okay. We came from way up there, right? So something, if it keeps turning with the grade of the hill and all that, and you don't get any hookup, you'll for sure end up down there, which is not a problem. But late hookup at the end is really nice because you want to get nice towards this big tree, come back, and then start fading out. So you get in here and you get some hookup and get a sweet cut through. All right, so great disc for me. If you think it's a great disc for you, of course, you can pick them up in our store. The link is pinned in the comments below. So this is going to replace the soda that I have in my bag right now. Just a little bit more workable, a little less utility based for me. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Meow.